Well, good afternoon to all of you. Warren and I are going on a date tonight, and I know it's still sunny out, it's still light out, it's definitely, spring is nearing, but I'll just give you guys a little sneak peek at what we have in store for our date tonight. I don't know, does that mean anything? Probably should. Alright, so I gave you guys already a little sneak peek in the back. Probably you saw the snowshoes. So our plan is to go snowshoeing first. Do you want to share the whole itinerary?
We're going to go snowshoeing, and then we're going to go for a fish fry, and then we're going to go to Fleet Farm. And
I think that's probably about it.
Well, and then we may...
maybe stop for a drink or music.
Right.
If we can find it.
If we can find it.
Okay, so we just pulled up here to this little park, which is where we thought we were going to go snowshoeing. But it appears that the whole trail has been plowed. So, I don't know. Okay, so you're putting your stuff on right away?
Well, I'm putting on my boot.
Should we go look?
I suppose we can.
Okay, let's go look first.
Alright. I suppose we'll just walk the trail too. I was kind of hoping.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to get out the snowshoes. I wonder if just this part, because remember how it goes further?
It goes through the woods. I bet the woods trail.
I bet that is not. Huh. Yeah, this is not looking well for snowshoeing. Alright, so what does this say? So paved, natural all year, the green.
Mm-hmm.
What is yellow? Yellow says 1 mile, orange says natural seasonal.
I mean, it looks like people have been walking it.
Yeah. Alright, so that's the plan. Instead of going,
just walk in reverse.
Yeah, I guess not starting at the beginning. We'll just start at the end and go backwards. Alright, we're all strapped in and ready to go here. I actually don't know if I even need these poles. If I come upon a wolf? Well, let's hope that that doesn't happen. Obviously people have been bringing their dogs. I don't see snowshoe tracks. Oh, I see, yep.
You can tell somebody else with snowshoes.
Cool. I can definitely tell that we're starting to get closer and closer to spring, even though we're buried in snow. It just feels... I mean, it's still light out and it's after... Is it after 5?
25 to 6.
Yeah, it's 25 to 6 and it's actually still light out, which not that long ago was not the case. This was such a great idea for tonight. Warren always has good ideas for dates. I'm a little bit more kind of like, I'm happy staying home. But he's always more, I don't know, he's just got good ideas for things to do when we go out. You know, he really, really loves movies, which I'm kind of about, but I'll go. But it's always fun to have a date where you have like the ability to actually talk. We love to talk about like our financial goals and, you know, I don't even know, what else do we talk about?
Kids.
Yeah, we talk about our kids. you know, the good and the bad. It's kind of interesting now because you guys know we've got 2 kids who are moved out and they're just like moving on with their adult life, and then we still have, you know, just like little kids that still need help cutting their waffles in the morning. So it's kind of fun to just...
We talk about hobbies. We talk about future vacations.
Oh yeah.
We talk
Where
about,
is our next future vacation anyways?
We talk about marsh projects.
Yeah, we do talk about work, that's for sure.
I don't know, our next...
Just wait.
I don't know, our next vacation, I don't know. Somewhere warm.
I'd like to go back to Florida.
I think our next vacation will be Florida next March, when it'll actually hopefully be warm in Florida.
Okay, I am not going to edit that out of this video. I am going to refer back to this next January. Last time we were here, I think that was like last fall or summer. When was that?
It was last September.
Okay, yeah, right before harvest we kind of took a last hurrah. Yeah, it was cold.
It was cold.
Yes.
But we took the Mustang.
I remember. Okay, but this was here then, and it's just still here. It's kind of a fun little structure. And someone says, I don't know, can we see that up close? If you want to take something, you have to leave something. And Warren, in his, you know, in the gutter humor, brought up that there's some beads there, and, you know, it is getting close to Mardi Gras.
Yeah, we all know what that means.
So, all right, we should probably just keep going. Right, so we have pulled up to where we're going to eat, but I put a call out on Instagram a little bit, I don't know, an hour or so, something like that ago, and asking for questions. If anyone had like some kind of like couple questions for us. So let's answer the first one here. So the first one is from Ash Dawn Davidson. Today is my husband and I's 9-year wedding anniversary. What is your advice to couples for date nights that have young kids? You want to take it first or me?
Well, we kind of talked about this before, that if you can get a babysitter, that would definitely be the way to go. And
I know it's hard. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. I was just going to say, do the simple things. Go for a walk. Do the things that aren't expensive. Do the things that make you have to talk to each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good thing, communication. And
Definitely.
then if you can't get a babysitter, put the kids to bed. Get out on your patio outside or your backyard fire pit, build a
just
fire.
someplace different. Like if you're used to sitting at, you know, at your kitchen table, or you're used to sitting at in the living room or wherever around the TV or something, try to just put yourself in a little different spot, something different, so that you know, make a drink for each other, whatever that might be, lemonade, something to kind of set the time so it seems different than the whole rest of the day or the whole rest of the week. I think that is big.
And, you know, light a candle. You could play a game. You could just talk. You know, sometimes you can actually have date night at home.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah. Even like trading, I know I'm trying a long time ago when we only had like 2 little kids, we would trade. So a friend one time, you know, her kids would come over to our place and it would be for a whole overnight. And then we had times where our kids would go to their place for an overnight. And so you could either go out, you could stay home. It was kind of just a nice, there was no money involved. You know, we weren't trying to pay a babysitter because it gets expensive.
Right.
But so that's
and
what
right
I
now
would say.
we like tonight we pay our older kids to watch the younger kids.
Yeah.
And
that is one benefit to having older kids and little kids at the same time.
We don't expect them to do it for free, of course, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good. Should we do one more before we go in?
Sure.
This one is from Shelby Herkins. How do you deal with disagreements when you both feel strongly about something? Well, I think we both feel strongly about everything.
Pretty much.
I mean, if we have an opinion, it's pretty set in stone.
Yeah, we're both very strong-willed.
But I would say that, like, over the years, I've kind of learned that so even though I might have a strong opinion about something, that there are things that just matter more to Warren. So, like vehicles, that matters to you. It matters, the model, the make, the mileage, all those things really matter. And so, although I might have an opinion, pretty strong opinion. I mean, I know what car I would like. I haven't ever driven it, so who knows? It might not be the best car for me eventually when we need something new, but I will still defer that to you.
But
because I know that you'll...
I always take into account what it is that you want. But then it comes down to what we can afford, what is going to suit our needs the best.
Just the best value.
And the best value.
Yeah.
And as far as I trust Jennifer with a lot of the decisions as far as like healthcare, when one of our children may have gotten hurt, Jennifer has really good intuition on, do we need to take them to the doctor right now, or do we wait till tomorrow? She just has really good intuition, where I would probably be heading to urgent care right away. She's, I think, much better at deciding the best course of action. And then too, with homeschooling, she has put her heart and soul into homeschooling, and I really am impressed by what she does, and I trust her, and that hasn't let me down yet. So I definitely, we both have very strong opinions, and we hear each other. We definitely listen to each other, even when we don't agree with the other person.
Yeah, and sometimes just taking time.
Right. We make time for the person to actually say what they think.
Yeah. And then just giving it some time to kind of smooth over too. So, you know, if there's something that we just absolutely disagree on what direction to go, or maybe I can't really even think of anything right now.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank too as far as something that...
I mean, I know if this question would have come up like 10 years ago, we would have had all kinds of things.
Sure.
But
I mean, we've grown over the years, so...
It's been, you know, we've definitely matured both individually and as a relationship. But
we both realize that we're both trying to do the best for the family at all times.
Yeah.
So when you go into it like that, you don't have as many disagreements anymore.
I would say you're right. You're right.
But I don't know. I mean, it was hard when we were first married, but we've definitely grown over the years.
Yeah. I think just, you know, if you're at that point where you're saying, oh my goodness, we just disagree about so many things, and we're like, we passionately disagree about things, then you just need to take some time to kind of both think about that a little bit, and then sometimes some time to just mull it over, and you kind of start thinking about it from their perspective and your perspective, and sometimes it just sort of works itself out. Not that you want to just ignore things. You know, you definitely
you don't want to ignore things. You have to approach it too that your spouse is your number one person in the whole world. So you want to work at coming to an agreement. And if both of you are working towards an agreement, you will get there. If someone is just being difficult for the sake of being difficult, I don't care what you do, it's not going to work.
Who's ever done that?
Pretty sure that was you.
Probably. Okay. All right. So we're going to go in and get some fish.
Yes.
And some sweet potato fries.
Yes.
Really?
And some deep fried pickles.
You're going to get sweet potato fries? No, I didn't think so. No. All right. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Cheersing. All right. So we're at Fleet Farm now. The dinner date portion is all done. And we are at Fleet Farm. And when you're at Fleet Farm, you got to make the best of it. So I am checking out some of the clothes here, seeing what they have. I thought this was really, really cute. It just looks so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's hard to believe that this stuff is even in the stores already. I know I should be thinking about it, but it's so hard with all the snow. Oh boy, that looks great. Little sweet peppers. I buy so many of those. That would be smart to grow. Oh my goodness. I'm looking to see if they actually, and then they do. They have spaghetti squash. Lots of people have been mentioning about actually growing it. So I think that would be kind of fun. Let me see what it says. 100 days to harvest. Okay. So those would have to get in quickly. Early. Right, so Warren and I went our separate ways here. I'm picking up some loaf pans for the cooking class because we're going to be baking bread. We are out of Fleet Farm. I actually asked the guy if this was someone else's garbage, but Warren actually bought this. I really don't know what he's going to use it for, but anyways, let's see, what else did we get? We got some rod holders and whatever, so we've got a question here. Yes. And the next question is, it says, I know that you, meaning Jennifer, is an only child. Oh, we got the train. But it says, how about Warren?
1 of 5. I'm number 4 of 5.
Yep. He's got 2 older sisters, and then an older brother and a younger brother.
Yes, indeed.
Well, lighting is going to be kind of cruddy here because we're in a parking lot and it's nighttime. But anyways, the next question here is from Shelby, and she says, favorite date night spot?
Our bed.
All right. We'll just end it there. This one, here's one. This is a good one, okay? How do you find time for each other? That's from Sandra. She asks that.
You have to make it a priority.
Yeah.
It has to be a priority.
I think too, just, you know, it's really, so we have older kids and we have younger kids. Little kids seem to like to get up early. Older kids like to stay up late. So it seems like at any time in our day, there's kids around.
Yes.
Trying to get our attention. Either they have, you know, whatever. Older kids have older kid things they want to talk about, and little kids just want to show you pictures and whatever they drew and things like that. But I just think really just trying to carve out little bits of time. I guess we have a benefit in the fact that you work from home.
Yes,
so
that helps. Sometimes
we'll go through seasons where we walk down to get the mail together. And that's always nice. We haven't been doing it recently, but
the weather's been really bad.
Yeah, it has been really bad weather, but that's always a nice thing. You know, it takes us maybe 15 minutes to get there and back, and so it's kind of a nice time, you know, to just you know, chit chat about quick little things or whatever. Yeah, finding time. I guess it's just, that's it. I mean, you said it in the question. It's finding time. You just have to find that time, carve it out from other things, maybe carve it away from computers and...
Well, you kind of have to look at life and say,
yeah,
what are your priorities? And you have to make the other person a priority.
Yeah.
And
it ebbs and flows. I mean, when you've got little tiny babies, I mean, when we had little babies and...
They took almost all of
They take almost all your time. But then, you know, now we can look at it from a different perspective, I think, in the fact that, you know, our littlest is 5. We don't have that constant, you know, baby. We're not in that baby phase. And so it's just different now.
Yep.
You know, we can look at it and kind of look back and go, yeah, it's just a phase. It really is just a phase. And you just kind of have to... You just have to carve out the time. There really isn't any, I don't think there's any tricks. I mean, we all have the same amount of hours.
Just have to be intentional. It has to be a priority. And, you know, sometimes it's just a few minutes. Sometimes other days you have more time where it can be more substantial.
Right.
It's not always the same.
Right. It's just kind of trying to grab whatever minutes you can find in your day and just grab those and hold on to them and talk about whatever you need to talk about.
Yep.
Yeah, tonight's been fun.
Yeah, it's been great.
I mean, we talked about cars, we talked about ice fishing,
Now listen,
we talked about clothing.
We did talk about clothing.
We talked about kids. We
talked about canning.
Yes. You know what we didn't talk about was gardening at all.
Yeah, we were at Fleet Farm.
I know.
We would have talked about it.
I know. All right, so we're gonna go. I don't know. We'll see what
We're gonna try to find a live band.
So you guys can probably tell that we are back home. We drove around for a little bit looking for some live music, or I mean, even a DJ to kind of listen to some,
no luck.
you know, good old 90s music or something like that. No, there was no luck with that. So we're home, and it is 10 to 10, which means 10 minutes, and we get to do one of our favorite things.
Watch the news.
Watch the news. We love to, like, comment, give our commentary on the news, and yeah, that's just another one of the basically free things that we like to do. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this night with us, and I know that we didn't get to every single one of the questions, but that's just how it is. We wanted to have lots of time to just visit with the two of us too. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.